I forgot to press record. Somebody just Skyped me there. So, as you create your products, I've made this sheet for you as well, which is going to help you a lot. And basically, this sheet is going to calculate you. We're working on another sheet that's going to have every single product of Randy's. Some of you may have seen this the other day. It wasn't working when I showed it. But what you can do as you create your products, check Randy's pricing. So come to Printex account management. Click this link here. This is the most popular question asked. Where are the prices? And then go here and view the prices. Okay, look at your prices. Now I'm sure there's quite a lot of people that don't really, I mean, the amount of people that don't even know where this is. There's probably a lot of people that aren't using this much. And if you just come here and look at it, then you might think about a price. You might sort of forget it. You might not work it out properly. But you can sit here as you create your product, and you can work out the exact price. And you can come to your sheet. And you can add in the product here. So let's just do a tee. We say it costs $12.99 from Randy. It costs us $2.99 to ship it. I'm just plucking these figures out the air. Now that there is Randy's two prices for the product and the shipping. It calculates the total for you. So this $15.98, every time you make a sale, you know that that's how much you're going to be paying Randy. So here, this live price, or should be perhaps recommended retail price, this is the price that you're selling it for live on your store. So let's say we were selling it for $19.95, and just click out of that sale. It then works out here how much how much profit there is, basically. So this is how much that we can afford to pay for a conversion. So we're going to know when we start doing our ads, we're going to know exactly where we're at when we're driving traffic to this product. We're going to know that we do not want to go over that price if we can help it. Okay, so otherwise we're going to be losing money. Now, if we're breaking even, that's okay, because we're going to try and make the money on the back end with the funnel and with the email marketing and with the retargeting. So breaking even isn't necessarily bad, because the money should be in the back end and on the email marketing and on the retargeting. So I made that sheet so you can use it. You can personalize it up. You can also, if you want to sort of play around with your prices and test pricing and stuff, you can come back in here and then you can say, well, maybe we need to raise it up. We're not, we're not getting low enough conversion. Let's try it with a higher price, or let's try it with a lower price, and your conversions might go up, but you're still going to know where you're at in just a couple of clicks, and you'll be able to look back at it so that you don't forget as well. So that's that sheet. So as you create your first product, which is the product which got the most engagement, then just jump across to your sheet and add the product to the sheet. So once you've created your product, we've got our first product there. I'll just close these off. We then need to create our funnel. So if you've got no campaigns in your funnel, then you can come to campaigns, and you can either create your campaign here and duplicate it across like before, but you should have plenty of campaigns in here where you can duplicate those anyway if you want to do a regular campaign. But if you've got no funnel campaigns in place, come to your normal campaigns and click this duplicate to funnel, and then come into your funnel campaigns and create your first front end funnel campaign. So let's just have a look at this one here that I made. Oh, that's not the front end. Yeah, this one. Okay, so here on this page, so for instance, if we did our testing, we found out that this white mug was the most popular. And another thing, not always, different designs will sell better on different products as well. So that's another reason why we test, because if you just get a design and you go straight in with a t-shirt, you might not realize that the cup was an absolute flyer, because everybody likes it on the cup. So we found out that this cup was our absolute best design. We got the most engagement. Everybody said they loved it. So we've created a product, a campaign, funnel campaign with one product attached to it. Okay, so when the ad is running, they've looked at the picture, they want the cup, and they've come to the campaign to buy the cup. Now, having I know you know a lot of people think it's good to have all that choice down there, but it's often you know, not that good. It confuses people and it spoils them with choice, and they don't know which one they want to buy. Okay, so when you're doing the funnels, and you can test it yourself, you know, it's not set in stone what I'm telling you. If you want to test it, then you can test it, but this is just what, you know, what I'm saying for this method. So we've made our product, we've made our front end campaign. We've got clear instructions here of how to order as well, because I've been watching a lot of Hotjar videos and people are getting confused on how to order. So I've tried to make it clear with step-by-step instructions on what to do, so it helps them through. Now, one thing you don't know, in the next update we've got this select option here. You can control this text as well, which is going to really help for single products and products that don't need sizes and stuff like that. So we can control those words there. And also, if we've got a single product on there, I know I've got 2 sizes there, but if we've got a single product, they won't need to click this drop down menu. So they'll just be able to click add to cart if it's a single product. So that's going to help the ordering process as well. There is a mistake I made on here. I've got this PayPal icon down here and I've got PayPal written down here. So when you do yours, make sure you remove that PayPal stuff there, because you can't use PayPal on the funnels. Okay, so then the next thing we need to do is actually build our funnel. So you need to think here about you know, the products you're going to do, so, and how you're going to structure your funnel. So I've made a couple of example funnels here, and this really, you know, maybe you had a good product on the front end, and you know, you had another couple of products that were, you know, had good engagement and stuff like that. So you could try those in your funnel. Let's have a look at these funnels I made. So I did 3 examples. You know, and I was thinking today as well, your second one could be, you know, a 3+ shipping earrings or something like that. So here, let me just remind myself what this one is. So this is the mug one that we were just looking at. So I put a t-shirt in for an upsell, and then on this one, oops, I put, okay, hold on guys, let me actually open up the campaign so you can see them. Funnel campaigns. So I'll just preview them so we can see them. So t-shirt, mug. So we had the mug on the front end, then we had the t-shirt, okay, so this is what happens. We had the mug on the front end here. They would go to the cart, and then after the cart, this would be their first upsell. So looking at the funnel structure here, the front end here was the mug. They hit the cart, and then they hit this first upsell here, which is this t-shirt. So I'm going on a sort of a wing here and trying to guess something that would go good with the mug. Maybe it would be a t-shirt, maybe it would be something else. But the good thing is with the funnels, you can actually change these out while your ad's live. So if you find out that your second one isn't converting, then you can always change it on the fly. But the important things here are that we're talking to the people here. So I've just put some text in. You know, you can, you know, I'm not that creative myself with text and stuff, so you'll probably be better at it than me. But I put, congratulations, your mug order is complete. We will send you a confirmation email shortly. So what I've been seeing from the Hotjar videos is a lot of people are just almost cloning the first front end campaign. So when they land on the next one, it just looks like this, except without the header, and the product's changed. So to the actual user, or the end user, the customer, they think that the page is just refreshed and they didn't complete their purchase. So here we're telling them that they've completed their purchase, they're going to get the email, and then here we're saying to them, you know, while you're here, you can pick up this next product in just 2 clicks. So we're explaining to them that this is an upsell, you know, this is another offer that they're seeing. So, so they can choose to get it or they can not choose to get it. Now, one idea that I had, if they press no thank you, so because I'm previewing these, I'm not actually in the funnel, you can't see the no thanks button, okay, because this is just a preview. But if they'd just bought it and it was the real process, you would have the no thanks and the add to order. If they hit no thanks, then you can try this. Hey, no problem, was it the price? We just knocked off a huge discount for you. This is a one-time offer not to be seen again. So you could try that, because the idea I got from that, you know, is, you know, JV Zoo products. I'm sure you've seen loads of those where if you exit out, they, you know, they offer it you at a cheaper price. So that could be one approach that you could take and try it as a cheaper price. If they hit yes please, then they get this hoodie upsell. So they got the cup, they picked up the t-shirt, now we're offering them a hoodie. You know, and again, I'm talking to them, and I'm talking them through the process so they know what's going on and it doesn't just look like a page refresh. So that was one example of a funnel. Let's have a look at another one that I did. So the other one would be this. Let's just open up all three in preview. So let's say that our ladies ladies v-neck was our most popular one that we found. Now I've put a variation on here which is white and blue. Now the chances are they're not going to want a white and blue. So, you know, they're more than likely going to go for one or the other. So I have put a variation on there, but it's not like a t-shirt, a hoodie, a cup, a plate, you know, a can wrap and everything else. You know, it's just either white or blue. Again, I've got the instructions on there. This time I've got the size guide on there because it's something that they may need to work out their size for. Then the upsell, which is a kiddie shirt. Now the reason I put this kiddie shirt here would be because when I would do my actual ad, my website conversion ad, I would be targeting women with children here. So we already know that the people, or 99% of the people, apart from, you know, when they share it and stuff, but most of the people are going to be mothers and they're going to have kids, because that's how we're doing our targeting. So the first thing is we show them a shirt for the kids. So, you know, they're quite likely, if they're a fan, they're quite likely to want to buy something for their kid as well. You know, it's a good shot that they might pick that up. And then if they pick that up, we've got an upsell here and it's something for the dad. So I'm using the shipping banner up here as well to get an extra message in. And again, I'm talking to them and talking them through the process. So just to recap and go back, we would have tested our designs by just using mock-ups. We would have made our very first front-end product for our front-end campaign. We would have made our front-end campaign, and then we would have just had a little think about what we're going to do for the rest of the funnel. So that will depend on really what the product is and your own best judgment, because we don't really know at this point what's going to go where in the funnel or not. So at this point, you would go and create some more products which you're going to put in your funnel. You would create your funnel campaigns again. So you would after you create your products, you would come to your funnel campaigns. Then you could just clone a funnel campaign and attach your next product to it. So once you've created your funnel campaigns, you then come to funnels and you then build out your funnel. So we'll just look at one that I already made. They're dead easy to make. Once you know the hard bit is doing the product and the campaigns. Once you've got that, you just come in, you press add new. And then I'll just go and edit this one, and then you literally, I'm sure you've all seen it before, you just choose which ones you want from the drop down menu. Okay, and then just put those into place. Make sure you've got a thank you page selected down there, and you click update. So this is the link here that we're going to drive traffic to. Don't take the funnel campaign URL like you do with regular campaigns, okay? This is the link. So before we have a look at what we're going to do with that link as well, you know, as your ad's running, so the idea is we should have a good converting product on our front end. But as your ad's running, if you find that this one is not working or not converting, if you've got Hotjar installed and you're looking to see what's going on, the good thing is we can just come in here and we can just change it out for another one and try another one in there and see how well that works. Because usually with with a normal Facebook ad, we wouldn't be able to touch this link or anything without pausing the ad or stopping the ad or starting a new ad. So this is a great advantage to be able to do this on the fly without Facebook knowing anything about it. So hopefully at this point you've got your funnel built. You've got your best product on the front end, on the best colors and everything. So then we need to go and actually make an ad. So what we're going to do, or what I recommend you do, is you would have paused your page post engagement ad, and you should have on your best product, you should have a great post with loads of likes, loads of shares, and loads of great comments. So what we're going to do is we're now going to edit our ad. So if you press this little arrow, you can go edit post, and we can now change this post here to a sales, or an advert post, or a sales copy, or whatever you want to call it. We put our funnel link in here. You could still use this. It's good to ask a question when you use your ads. Do you love this this diehard fan super cute youth tee? Get yours here. Put the link in there. Click done editing. So what we've got now is an ad. We've turned this post into an ad, and we've got all these comments, likes, shares. Hopefully people are saying nice things about your shirt. And what this is social proof and trust. So the people that are coming to buy your shirt, most of them are not going to know you from anyone else. They're not going to trust you or anything, but they're going to read these comments and they're going to trust what these just normal people are saying about the product. So that's going to hugely help you when you start your ad, because the first person that sees this ad, they're going to scroll down, they're going to see the picture, and then they're going to read the comments, and then they'll probably scroll back up, look at the thing, and click the link and wonder where they can get it from. So this is going to give you a huge advantage over most people that just get a design, fall in love with it, put it on a shirt, spend ages making a campaign, and just shoot it straight out there with absolutely no research and no social proof or anything like that. Okay, so that's where we're at now. We've edited this post and we've got a link in it. So the next thing we need to do is set up our ad. So this is going to be our website conversion ad. Let's open this up in a new tab. Okay, so this time, again, it's in the training. I'm not going to go too far into it because it will take too long, but I'm just going to quickly explain about the targeting and how we do this ad. Okay, this time what we want to do, we would go America, if you're advertising in America, of course. Okay, and we would have done that on the last one as well. Now, depending on the product and stuff, will depend on your age and gender, but 99.9% of the time, I always go for women, and I try and keep the age as high as I can, because generally, the older people are, the more money they've got. So 34 to 65 and above, it depends really on the product and everything. But here is the important part. Here is our actual interest targeting. So what we do here now this time is we just do one single interest, nothing else. Because what we want to do is we want to find out exactly where our conversions are coming from and what audience. So we do one single interest. Just scroll back up here. Missed my conversion pixel. So we edit our placements. We get rid of everything except for Facebook news feeds. Just checking here because they try and sneak it into you so that you miss it and you spend more money on ads. We get rid of right column. We get rid of instant articles, and we just keep it like that. So it's Facebook feeds, all devices, so it's mobile and desktop. and then we switch only when connected to Wi-Fi. We change our budget to $5. Easy. Post engagement, automatic bids, hit continue. Okay, we then need to choose our post. So you choose your page. Okay, you then find your post on your page. You can click this drop down menu here to find your post. Now, a lot of the time, well, not a lot of the time, but some of the time you'll find that you won't see the post come up. It's just a bit glitchy on Facebook. If you ever get to that situation, an easy way to get around it is come to your page, click the image, so your image goes big, and then get these numbers here, copy those numbers, and then click enter post ID, paste those numbers in there, click submit, and that will find the post there. Okay, so we go down, we place the order, let that catch up, we click continue. I'm just going to pause that. And then what we want to do is duplicate this ad. You can just go up. So you can see up here I'm on campaign. I don't want to be on campaign. It can be a bit confusing where you're at in here. If you click the link here, this should take us to the ad set. So make sure you've got ad set there. You don't want to clone the campaign. And then click this little plus button. This will duplicate our ad set. If you click edit on the middle one, you can come down before you rename it. All you need to edit is the interest there. So we'll go this one, we'll go Chicago Bear fans. We'll get rid of the last one, so we've only got one. Scroll back up, or in fact, to make it even easier, copy it, and I actually missed naming the first one. But make sure you name these so you know where you're at, otherwise it gets really confusing. Click save and continue. And click place order. Sorry, we don't need to edit the ad. Okay, and then you keep going through that. You do the same thing again. Make sure you're on, I'll just do one more just to show you. Click the plus. Edit the middle one, which is where the targeting is. Scroll down. Change our targeting. And if you are ever doing sports teams, these Fanatic pages are great targeting to use because they're a huge company and all they sell is clothes. They've got a page for almost every team going. So just bear that in mind. Then I'm going to copy this. Right click, copy. I'm going to rename the ad set. I'm going to click save and continue. Place order. So just keep doing that for as much as you know your budget will allow you to do or you're willing to spend. And then what you will end up with, let's just come back to my ads manager. What you'll end up with, and I should have named that one as well, is a load of ad sets like this, all neatly named. You know, I go into it much more clearly in the training videos, which you can follow again. You'll end up with a ton of ad sets like this. Now, this is the important bit. This is where we want to know and understand exactly where our conversions are coming from. Because if we just hit this wide, we're going to have no idea where exactly our audience is. So it looks like I got it on post engagement as well, so I had it on the wrong ad from the start. But this should be a conversion ad, so you'll have how much it costs you per conversion here. Okay, so this is where you look back on your sheet. So you're going to know that maybe the mug or the hoodie or the t-shirt, you're going to know exactly how much that you're going to be shooting for. So you want to keep that either equal or below, but don't just go off one day. If you have a bad day and you go down a bit, don't worry about it too much. Sometimes it takes a little while for the pixel to kick in and optimize. So what you want to do is leave this for at least 24 hours, 24 to 48 hours, look back in here, and any of them that are underperforming, just hit pause on, okay, and just get rid of them and kill them, okay, and then let the good ones run. And what you should end up with is the best audience is running, and your best conversions, and your pixel will get stronger and stronger, and that should pick up, and you should start making some good sales from it. So once you have also done your ad, the next most important thing to do is retargeting, which I'm sure a lot of people are not doing and missing on. So let's just get rid of that. So with retargeting, I already made some retargeting audiences, but you'll need to come to your audiences and you'll need to create yourself some custom audiences. So I'm recommending that you do 3 different custom audiences: a page view one, a abandoned carts one, and a buyers one. Now these 2, well, they're all important, I guess, but these 2 are pretty important. So let me just create the audience. So let's do our page view one first. So we're looking at website traffic. We want anyone who visits specific pages but not others. Okay, we want to change this to URL equals, and we want to get the URL of our front end campaign. Okay, so I'll just grab this one as an example. So this would be your front end. Copy that, pop that in there. Oops. Pop that in there. Okay, but we don't want anybody, URL equals, always go for URL equals, we don't want anybody that hit our cart, okay, because the next page they see after that is the cart. So we want to exclude the people that hit the cart. So you need to get your cart page URL, which you can come to cart here in T-Rex, and you can just hover over this bit here. You can right click on view and copy link address. If you've only got one cart, you know, you only need one cart. So if you've got more, this is just because we've been testing, but you should really only have one cart there. Paste in your cart URL like that. Always change this to 180 days because that's the maximum you can keep these people on your list. And then name your list here, page views, and then whatever your campaign is. So just call it bears, for instance. So name it so you know when you're looking back in your list, then you know exactly what's what. Try and keep things neat and tidy all the time. So I'm just going to cancel that out. But what we're going to get here when we pixel people, we're only going to get the people that came and took a look at this page. So they looked at it, they were vaguely interested, they looked at it, but they didn't buy and they didn't hit our cart page. So this is page views. Okay, that's the most simple, the simple one. So abandoned carts, let's just go and look at the way I've set this up because it's very similar. Now abandoned carts with T-Rex, this is going to really help you a lot, because with T-Rex you only catch the abandoned carts within T-Rex, which is great for email marketing and stuff, but you only catch those if they've actually hit a button. So when they get to their cart page, just quickly look at this cart page, see if we've got any. No, but when they get to the cart page, you know, you've all seen it, they've got to enter their details and stuff, and then there's a button down here somewhere that says complete purchase. So until they hit a button, we cannot collect their data. There's no way of doing it. So you're going to get a lot of people that are going to come into your cart and they're maybe started typing or whatever, then they changed their mind and they went off, and you're going to have lost those abandoned carts. Now by doing it with pixels, we actually capture those people, and we can't email them, but we can remarket to them using Facebook ads. So with this way of doing it, we use a custom combination, and we use URL equals. We get our first page, which is our front end campaign page. We get our cart page, so they hit that page, they hit our cart page, but then they didn't hit the next page. Now I did put a little bonus video about pixels because there's a couple of ways that you could do it. One way is a little bit more advanced, but it's a little bit more precise. So the way I did it, where I set it up in the training videos, I actually moved my conversion pixel and I put it in the retargeting field of the first campaign. So I know when they hit that first campaign, we kind of tricked T-Rex into thinking, and we tricked Facebook so that we know in case they leave the funnel halfway along, we're going to get that conversion fire as soon as they hit our next funnel campaign. So instead of waiting, if I just go back to this tree here, what I've done, I've got my conversion pixel here in this campaign, but it's in the retargeting field. So usually when we have a conversion pixel, it's placed down here on the thank you page. So if we've got a few campaigns in here and they buy there, they hit that one, they see that one, they think, oh, stuff this, they're trying to sell me, they just go and exit out. They haven't made it to the thank you page and our conversion pixel hasn't fired. So by tricking things a little bit, and it is a bit of a workaround, and I might speak to the developers about it and see if we can get something better in place. But for now, we can trick it so we can get that conversion fire as we hit this one here. So looking back at our retargeting, they've seen the front page, they've hit the cart page, but they didn't hit our next page, which is our campaign page. So we know they abandoned. They got here, they were pretty interested. It could have been the price, it could have been, the phone could have rang or anything like that. So we know that these people are very much on the fence. So that's the other one. And then the other one is the buyers, which is very similar. Let's just go and edit this one. So basically, the buyers, actually this one is slightly wrong from what I told you with the pixel, but this one is kind of how it should be set up, because they get to the front end, they get to the cart, and they hit the thank you page. So we know that they've been right through our funnel. They're buyers, they're qualified buyers. We don't need to retarget these people with the same product like we might do with these people, or like we will do with these people, because we know these guys have already bought. So these guys here are the guys that we target in the future for similar products in the same niche, and we already know they're buyers, so we know they're pretty likely to buy a t-shirt. So we can use these three audiences in a different way. And what will happen, obviously, this is saying audience too small, but what will happen if you're running real ads, then these audiences will grow as you're driving traffic. This page view one will definitely grow and grow and grow. And if they come and visit your page, you've probably seen it before when you visit a website, 2 minutes later you move away from the website and you see an ad straight away, for that site. So that's what's going to happen to this. And as this grows, then you're going to, as soon as they're added to this list, that your ads are run into that list. So that's that. I just noticed that time is ticking on. So perhaps we should open it up for some questions. I do show you in the videos about how you can, well, let me tell you quick. With our retargeting, this one here, general targeting, I'll really quickly cover it. What we're going to do here, or what I show you in here, is how you can set up a ton of ads. Now, there's only 3 here, but what I would recommend you do is build up a whole load of these. So anybody that's visited our page, they didn't buy, they go away. What we can do with these ads is just turn them on and off at will. So I recommend you maybe have 2 on at a time. You keep your eye on the conversion. This one's set up right. Look, we've got purchase. So this needs to be under our what we set on our sheet. But we can turn them on and off. So you'll get one that's working really well for you, and then what will happen is they will tail off, and your cost per conversion will start going up. So you come back in, you'll pause it, you'll switch another one on, and then hopefully that one will pick up for a little while, and then you'll pause it and you'll come off, and then you'll get one that's completely dead, that doesn't convert at all, and you can just delete it. And then what you can do is build yourself up a whole library of retargeting ads that you can just turn on and off at will, and you can constantly have a really good retargeting audience. So and yeah, one more thing, sorry guys. Now with our abandoned carts here, let's just see if I can see. Did I set up an ad? Now, what I recommend you do, again, it's not, you know, it's down to you at the end of the day. These are just my recommendations. But what I recommend you do, I can't view my ad. With your abandoned cart ones, in the training, I told you to switch on your 10% discount, okay, or whatever discount you want to do. But nowhere in our funnel here do we mention anything about discount, because everybody just puts on there, they put the pop-up on there and everything, 10%, 10%, and everybody knows that the 10% discount is just a fake discount. So what I show you in the videos with your abandoned cart retargeting list is to create an ad and use the 10% discount in your ad. So we know that they're on the fence. We know that they hit the cart. We know that they're on the verge of buying. So they just need that extra little shove. So we haven't flashed it up on them on the campaign with just a fake 10% discount. They know what the price was. They nearly did buy it. It might have been the price that put them off. So as soon as they leave and they come back onto Facebook again, they're going to see the product they nearly bought with their coupon discount code. So it's a pity I can't view the ad, but you will see it in my training videos, and that's the way I recommend you use that audience. So that did go on a little while, almost been an hour. So if any of you guys have got any questions, fire them in now, and I'm going to look to see what questions we already got. Okay, I'm going to start from the top. Patty is a huge Chicago Bears fan and a season ticket holder. Well, Patty, I don't recommend you run that particular design, but that's great news. How do you get the graphic to wrap around the pillows and the mugs from Howard? Well, Howard, that is PSDs that I showed you here at Graphic River. And, you know, there's another thing, you know, there's quite a few extra bits that are in the training, but one thing about these, which I didn't show you, but one thing about using good mock-ups like that is when you use the Facebook grid tool, you're going to be able to get away with a lot more text. It does still pick it up, but as opposed to having just those really flat mock-ups with just a square overlaid image over it with text, that text tool really picks that up. With these good mock-ups, because you've got like the shading and the ripples and stuff like that, that's going to really help you with the text. So Howard, the answer to your question is have a look on Graphic River and use some PSDs to get those good mock-ups. So Mary, on one of the training videos there's a picture of a product that Matt put on his fan page. How can we put together a pitch? That's the same thing, Mary. So in case anyone doesn't know where the training videos are, I'll quickly show you. Members. So in the members area, it's right down at the bottom down here. How to build a high converting marketing funnel. So this is where all the training is, okay? So I'm much more, you know, calm and focused and everything. There's a lot more in there and tips and stuff like that. Here, if you go click on the view the first lesson there, you can click this resources folder. There's a PDF in there as well that you can use, which will be a good resource for you to go back on. And there's also the spreadsheet as well, so you can work out your calculations. So everything's in there. Everything really should be explained through the videos as well, what you need to do. How many people like your page now to get those engagements from Kev? Well, Kev, that page is only small. It's only got maybe 2,000 people on there. I never did much with that. Let's just have a quick look. And if you mean my grandma page, so there's only 2,000 people on there. My grandma page has got about 270,000 on there. So maybe I could do, maybe if anybody wants it, I can show you how to build a massive fan page and get great engagement on a fan page as well. I can show you how to get the pictures, how to do the posting, and how to get some good engagement, because I've posted you know, the method where you put 4 designs on one image, I've posted those on that fan page, and they've just absolutely gone crazy before. So absolutely no money is involved then with your testing. You get the answer almost right away. So if everybody wants it, I'll do a webinar on fan pages. Mary Stewart's asked where to find memes. Well, the absolute best place to find memes is on Pinterest. There's tons of them on there. And I actually, I've got a piece of software that you can't buy anymore. But I've got a piece of software that actually will scrape Pinterest. There's probably other softwares out there that will do it. I just put in a keyword, and it just grabs all the images for me off here. Memes. So there's usually tons and tons and tons on here. Catch up with Jesus. Haha, that looks like that'd be a good t-shirt. Yeah, so Pinterest is a great place. Google Images as well is another good place to get images from. Kevin Hutchins, you're not recording. Thanks, Kev. That's going to go down well. Are these set up step by step from Lady Yvette? Yes, they are, Yvette. I just showed you that. Tina's asked, I need help with email marketing. Where do I get the templates for emails? Well, I'm going to do some training videos on email marketing, and I'll probably come up with some templates for you guys. But if you're struggling for email template ideas, then just Google search email templates, and you'll find a ton of stuff that you will just, you know, they might not be right, but you'll start getting inspiration and ideas, and you can just copy them and just change out a few things and adapt them. And then, of course, you want to start looking at how well they're doing and change things up if they need changing. Kevin's asked, so does each drop down in the funnel is a product? Yeah, so Kev, let me just quickly explain then. When you create your funnel like this is that I'm actually under the funnel section there. So step 1 would be create funnel products. So just like normal old campaigns, you create the products first. You then create funnel campaigns here under the funnel campaigns. So pretty much exactly the same as normal campaigns. You attach the products to the campaigns. You then create and build out your funnel. And when you come to this page, after you've clicked add new and you've named it, here when you click these drop down menus, these are all funnel campaigns. They're not funnel products, they're the whole campaign with the products attached to them. So you build out this funnel with actual campaigns. So you've got to edit and you've got to change up these campaigns so they look, you know, so they fit well. So your front end one's going to be different to your first upsell, and you know, they're all going to be slightly different. So they're actual campaigns there, and the answer to that, Kev. I missed the start of the webinar, so are we allowed to use sports teams? I guess it's okay. Well, Ron's asked that question about the trademark stuff, and you know, the answer is that design that I showed you was most likely trademarked. Okay, so don't use that design. There's a lot of different views on it, you know. So apparently Chicago Bears colors are actually trademarked, which I didn't know. I thought that design was all right, but you know, I can't really give legal advice. You're just gonna have to do what you think's best and read up about it yourself, but don't use that design I gave you. Pardaman, what about if people comment on a PP ad that they want to buy? Well, Pardaman, that's a good question, and people will say that. Where can I get one? How can I get one? How much are they? And once you've created your campaign and you've changed it up to your actual website conversion ad, then just go through the comments. If people have said they want to buy one, just post the link there to your front end campaign. Say, hey, here's the, you know, here you can get one here, or whatever you want to put. What about potential reach when you target to sell by a single keyword? Well, again, there's a lot of controversy about it. I would say your audience, you know, some people do well with 5,000 on the targeting when you're doing single interest. So anything above 5,000, in my personal opinion, it's entirely up to you. But you know, say no less than 5,000. Kathy's asked, do you create a different ad for each of the free targeting audiences? Yes, I do, Kathy, and that's covered in the video. But basically, the page view people, I would retarget them with the actual product that they viewed or similar products. The abandoned cart people, I would retarget them with an ad that had a discount code in it. And the buyers, I would retarget them with similar products in the same niche. I was also trying to work on something where you might be able to run an ad to the people that have bought, and you could use maybe the survey plugin to ask them feedback about what their customer experience was like, because that's going to build up trust with those people, and you're going to get some good information back. You know, was it easy to order? Was the quality of the product good? So if you hit those, the people that fill it in, well, they're either going to love it or hate it probably. But so what you can do with the survey form, you can get their feedback, then you can redirect them to it, land them on a page, and then you could ask them for a testimonial. You could say, you know, if you love the product, please visit our fan page and leave a picture and a few words about why you loved it, and put the link there back to your fan page. So you could use that audience for something like that. I've never tested it, but I think it would be a great idea to get yourself some testimonials, and then once they post on your page, you can take those testimonials, you can use the testimonial plugin, and you can put those testimonials onto your next campaigns, onto your next front-end campaigns, and that's going to make you stronger again, ready for the next time around. So Kev's asked, can I go over again how I did the Facebook trick? Well, Kev, we've been knocking on a while. I've put it in the video, so if you have a look at those videos, you'll see that. I think it's the videos towards the end. Let's go back. Yeah, down here at the end, Kev. Oh, no. This one here, bonus video. This one here explains about you know, just using that little conversion pixel hack. So Kathy's like, are there PSDs in the training? No, there's not, Kathy. There was only one PSD, and that was for the design, which I removed from there because of the controversy about trademark. Graham's asked, prices for products, do you uplift to allow for a 10% discount? That's entirely up to you, Graham. There's another technique that you can use that Ken taught, where you know, you raise your prices every 2 days and you find out the optimum price for the optimum product, because that's another thing. Different products you have with different designs will be worth different amounts. So you know, usually everybody just sells a t-shirt at a set price. Well, you know, not every design will sell for every price. So you can play with your prices, you can use that sheet, and you can tweak around with it and test it and find out yourself really which designs sell well. But I wouldn't just add 10% because you're going to run the discount. I would just use the sheet and make sure you're you know, making money or breaking even on that front end. Is there a maximum number of fan pages we can have attached to a single ad account? Not that I know of, Carl. You can have as many fan pages as you want. I know some t-shirt sellers have got absolutely hundreds of them, so I'm sure you can have unlimited ones there. Carol Friedman, I love the fact that you keep your training to an hour. Oh, this is a good one forever. Okay, well, I have gone over. Sorry about that, Carol. Where can we find the current price list, George? Well, that's within T-Rex. If you go to your, well, let me show you quickly. Inside T-Rex, this is the biggest question that we get asked. Inside T-Rex, we've got Printex account management here. I've just noticed I've got the next update installed on here. And here, under Printex account management, you click that, and that will always take you across to the support desk where the latest pricing is. You'll notice here as well, for people looking for training videos, we now have, or you're bound to have when we launch this next update, you'll have all the training videos right inside T-Rex, so you won't need to keep hunting around in the members area. You'll be able to come up to the top here and that will take you to the training videos, just so you know. So would love the big numbers you've done with grammars. Yeah, well, perhaps I'll cover that, Carol, and I'll show you guys how to build a fan page. I spent around $60 building that fan page. It has taken me a long time, but there's a few tips and tricks that you can learn to build fan pages. Kathy Lane, yeah, fan page training would be great. Mary Stewart, that would be wonderful. We want to know how to get fan page engagement tips. Stephen, thank you. Bonnie likes that idea. Yes, yes, yes. Carol, yes. Please train to get lots of fans with no money. Oh, I see what you mean, Jeff. Yeah, yeah. Without spending any money. I thought you meant get lots of fans who've got no money. Lady Vet, thank you. If not recording, no problem. Stephen Joseph. Did you say you're not recording? Yes, Tim. I didn't realize. I thought I'd hit record, but Kev noticed that I wasn't recording, so I actually balls that one up. Are people still using the commenter? Lindsay's asked that. No, we're not using the commenter anymore, Lindsay. It was a great thing, but Facebook kept changing as fast as the developers could sort it out. So we ended up just scrapping the commenter. So it was an awesome tool, but it was just too difficult to keep up with Facebook, and I'm sure they do it on purpose for anyone that makes tools for Facebook. Kevin Hutchins, do all the upsell and downsell items have to have something in, or would one just do a couple of upsells only? So no, they don't, Kev, your answer to that. So when you build out your funnels here, you can just, and maybe, you know, almost advise you, it just depends on what your product is and what because you know, you've done your testing, you worked out the best product for the front here, so we're pretty much onto something on the front. But as far as the back end goes, you've got to take your best judgment and work out the best thing that you think. So in a way, I almost recommend you only have one upsell there, but you don't have to fill this whole tree out for sure. You can, as far as you fill it down. So if you go down to there, or wherever you end up, when it gets to the end of the campaigns you've chosen, it's then going to hit the thank you page. So you can put in as many or as little as you want. Do you know if T-Rex is going to integrate with Ricky's Commercify? Well, I think they're working on something, but that is I'm having nothing to do with that myself. So I know Greg and Randy's been talking to him a lot, so there's a good strong chance that something is going to happen with Ricky, but I just don't know anything about it. Yvette says it's being recorded. Yeah, I did hit the record button as soon as Kev told me about that. Stephen Joseph, you're still the man. Thanks, Stephen. Brian, great training. Carl, is Message Hero a good software for commenting? I don't know, Carl. I've never used it, so I can't comment on that. Perhaps post it up in the group. I'm sure there's some other guys using that Message Hero. Sorry, Greg, how do we download the mock-ups you presented today? Well, pardon, those mock-ups are in this video here. If you go to this video, and then there's a Dropbox link right there. So anything you need is in that Dropbox link there. Okay, thanks Matt. Thanks Matthew, great training, appreciate it. Okay, thanks guys. So that is the end of you guys' questions. So I'll just give you a couple of minutes if you want to drop in any more. Are the t-shirts from Printex screen prints or direct to garment? They are direct to garment, I think, Jay, but if you're doing massive numbers, then Randy will do screen printing for you to keep your price down. Like when Ken did that that Texas Strong campaign, he was screen printing that, which was keeping the price down. So I think for Randy, I'm not too sure of the printing process, but I think for Randy, it's a lot more work for him to set up a screen printer. So he'll only do that if you're banging out big numbers of the same design. Kathy Lane. Oh no, Carl. Trying to find mock-ups for back images. Well, there are some, Carl, on Graphic River. I found the other day. I know they're a lot harder to come by, so I'm not sure. You know, Graphic River is really my complete and utter only resource. I buy all my mock-ups from Graphic River, so I know there's some on there, and some of them is really annoying. You have to actually click the link to go and have a look to see what's inside the pack, because some of them will show the front, but you're not sure what's inside. So just click the actual thumbnails and you'll see what's inside each pack. Pardon. So lookalike audience created after custom audience is built. Yes, I'll cover lookalike audiences, Pardon. Lookalike audiences are super powerful, super cool. When Facebook locks into their buyers on there, you can really get some great sales from lookalike audiences. So Jay Weaver, so the pricing, oh no, it's not Jay Weaver. So the pricing is right now for direct garment. Yeah, that's right, Jay, it is. Kathy Lane, I find making the mock-ups are the most challenging part of getting the funnels working. Yeah, it's just practice, Kathy, it's practice. You know, when I first got Photoshop, I was totally lost as well. You know, there's just most Photoshop documents. Whoops. Let's see if I can just open one up quick and show you it. So here's that one of those pillow ones. So the pillow ones look pretty cool, I thought. But most of these things, these documents, now remember, I am pretty lost as well with Photoshop. You know, it's only that I've just had to do it myself that I know what I do know. But, you know, you get folders like this, which you can open and close. So a lot of these kind of decent mock-ups, you know, where it sort of manipulates the image, will have, some of them have got loads of folders. So you can pop folders open. If they're a good, you know, if they've been made by a good one, they'll make it clear and it will say edit design image here. But you can see here, this is where the design is. You can switch these on and off always, these eye drops, so you can try and sort of figure out yourself what's what. That's the shadow there. And then here, this here means it's a smart object because it's got this little thing in the corner. If you double tap on there, click OK, this is where the actual mock-up happens. So one thing I liked about this one is it's got this material stuff, which is quite like Randy's pillows as well. So all you do is you open up an image. Oh, I took him out of there. Hold on. See if I can find one quick. All right. Okay, I'll just have to grab a random Buzz Lightyear one. So we'll imagine that this is a design image. Whoops, I pressed the wrong one. Sorry. We go File, Place Embedded. Then we grab our design image. In this case, it's Buzz Lightyear, which was Dwight's profile picture. You position it wherever you want it. And most of these mock-ups work in exactly the same way. So once you figure this out, you can sort of use them all. So you position your design, you click enter, and then you just click this X up here, click yes, and then it kind of does something, some kind of an action. That's the wrong one there. And it puts it on that pillow. So whatever it does is beyond me, but whatever it does, most of them work that way. So you just need to go into your document, find where the design is. If it looks like this, then you click right in the corner. If you double click in the middle, it doesn't work. You double click that corner, that pops open a new window where you can add your design. And what you can do, you can switch these on and off, so you can end up with a whole collection of designs in here, and you can just fire them on and off at will. So if you don't want that cloth there, you can switch that on. Just click cross, click yes, and bang, there it is on there. Okay, so that's that. Is the Pillow PSD in our training? No, it's not, Kathy. The Pillow PSD is on Graphic River, so I can't give those out really because I don't have a license to do that. Okay, guys, and the questions are drying up again. So we've gone 1 hour and 20 minutes. Any last calls before we finish off? Nope. Okay, all gone quiet. All right then, guys. Well, let's wrap it up. It has been 1 hour and 20 minutes. So hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was all right. I'm sure I missed things. I'm not that keen on doing webinars because it's live. So just watch the videos. Everything is covered in there. No stone unturned. So go and check out the videos for great, detailed stuff. And if you've got any questions, then perhaps just post them up on the pinned post in the group, and then it will keep it all with the funnel stuff then. Okay, thanks guys. So I'm going to close out now and end up. Have a great day.